Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to On the Rocks, episode 11. We made it. We made past the last episode. Drinking that nasty ass shit.
Well, Reggie.
Oh my god, bro!
Reggie just took a shot.
One wrong bottle and everybody goes crazy.
We had a little off-camera competition between me and Reggie of rock paper scissors.
So if you guys don't know, historically, my winning percentage in rock paper scissors is not high. So if you ever want to bet against me, rock paper scissors, you'll probably win. More than likely you'll win. If you lose, then you were meant to lose against me.
Yeah. So thank you all for coming back, listening to our podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we post anything new. Today, we're going to be talking about COVID and how these newer strands have been fucking a lot of shit up and probably going to put us back to a place where we don't want to be, which is square one.
Yep.
Florida Man by Gio the Kid, Sangali.
Sangwiwi.
And then we're going to be reminiscing a little. Talk about the 90s. Little toys, shit that was going on in the 90s, and see what feels about
stuff.
it. Yep. Carl, what are we drinking today?
Today, some good old Di Serono, Italian liquor.
Liqueur.
Fancy. That's what we do.
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
There's no year. It's just like...
Di Serono on the rocks, Papa.
Di Serono.
Di Serono on the rocks. I'm having my...
You got Di Serono and ginger, yo.
Yeah, doing some ginger. I think it's
You did it with cranberry, I think, no?
Di Serono and cranberry.
Carl's always that
not
one
bad.
weird guy that had the weird mix of... You had to be the one that's different like that? Like,
Yeah,
it's gross.
absolutely.
All right, guys. So, COVID.
It's a little sweet, though.
You a little sweet? Yeah, no.
Fuck this COVID shit, man.
Yeah, so COVID. Obviously, you heard about these different variants of the strands, which are affecting people who even are vaccinated. And now, obviously, there's going to be new rules and regulations going on. So, how do you guys
the CDC
feel?
already said it. They're going to start announcing it that even if you're vaccinated, you got to wear a mask again back in indoor places.
Yeah. You know what sucks is that I got the vaccination obviously to protect myself as well, but I was tired of wearing the mask at work. So I do all this work now that I have to wear this mask again. Like this really pisses me off.
Bullshit.
Back
Really
at
bad.
it again.
That's really annoying.
With the
bro.
old mask.
I feel like part of it is because imagine they tell you, oh yeah, go get vaccinated, and you get like a card that says you have, but nobody really can say, hey, like let me see that card. Let me.
Yeah, no.
In Florida.
In Florida,
Right, that's
In
what I'm
Florida.
saying.
It's the
Because
honor
you have
system.
all these people who show up and they can just lie and say, hey, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah,
bullshit,
I mean, that's
and then
true.
they don't have to wear it. They fuck everything up.
But I mean, I understand why it's like that too, because we have people that have the vaccination, and like we had spoken off camera before that you can be carrying and transmit it to somebody else.
Yeah, that's why they essentially put the mask. Well, they're gonna supposedly put the mask mandate back on, even if you're vaccinated, because even if you're vaccinated, you can still,
Yeah, you can still
get
contract
it,
it.
and then now you can even transmit it. Like you're still contagious.
And you can
like,
even get
so-
symptoms.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there are people, I know people that have are getting hit hard right now.
Yep.
And
And
they're
they
fully
have.
vaccinated.
Yeah, so that's why. I mean, the thing is, it's a different variant. It's COVID. I mean, COVID's been around. Like strands of COVID have been around for a while, but like COVID-19 itself, it's still relatively new, and it's not something that's just gonna go and happen overnight where you're gonna get a vaccine and it mutates. It's just it's gonna keep mutating. It's just that's just the way anything that lives has to evolve.
Is there a
And-
vaccine for Carl syndrome or no?
Like,
Do you feel like if everybody
do
do you feel like if everybody would have quarantined for, let's say, like how
Yeah.
China did for like 3 weeks to a month, we would have been
At the
would
end
have
of the
killed all
day,
this
yeah.
and we would have been fine?
At the end of the
Probably-
day, that's how
no.
it is. Yeah.
You don't think so,
I don't
Kim?
think so.
It would be a lot smaller, I think. I mean, the thing is that the only way to do it is to.
We had a year of freedom and then they're like, yeah, you're done here.
The thing is with viruses in general, they spread. So once it starts spreading, it starts spreading. That's really it. Even if one person gets it, what happened last time, like it's just gonna keep spreading.
Yeah, but if everybody would have stayed at home, the virus eventually would die off. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
would.
saying?
It would
I mean,
legit
look-
have to be like 3 weeks of like literally you have to stay home.
Look at Rolling
Like,
Loud.
Look at the flu. The flu isn't died off.
No,
It's
yeah,
a virus.
You don't quarantine it.
No, but it's a
should.
virus that does happen.
you should.
That it doesn't ever die off.
Yeah, that's never gonna die out because you've never like quarantined yourself from the flu. We've never quarantined the whole world away from the flu. You know what
But
I
you
mean?
should. Like when you get sick, you shouldn't cough.
I mean, the way that viruses
sneeze on people.
stay alive is by spreading. If you stay at home
Wash your
and
hands.
you can't spread it, then the virus dies off. That's just
And
how it
yes.
works. Once it dies off, it dies off.
Okay, Gio.
All right,
Right,
we understand.
Okay,
The virus
we get it.
spreads. We get it.
It's gross.
Yeah, there's some nasty people in the world.
Yeah, I mean, now I heard that they're saying anybody that works for the federal government is gonna mandatory have to get the vaccine.
Yeah, they're thinking about it or whatever.
Yeah.
I think whoever went to Rolling Loud should get tested.
But yeah, but see, you know, even though cases were going down at a certain point, even look at the Olympics and the grand stage like the Olympics, they're not having fans in any of the events. It's only the photographers, the reporters, some family members, and then the training staff.
Yeah, because you have people from around the whole world in one place, and which are like major athletes. Like you don't want to start to like have something start because of the Olympics and then go to the whole world. But then, so that's why you have to be precautionary.
But then look at it. Imagine something like Rolling Loud. There are probably people that travel from around the world to come to a show like that. You know, so
you also gotta remember who Florida governor is, and he does not give
he
two
doesn't give a
shits.
shit. But
was this Olympics this year supposed to be?
It was supposed to be last year. It was supposed to be last year, but they
they postponed that.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we don't know. I mean, obviously, mandates are gonna have to change and readapt to what we were before, and we have to just roll with it and see what's up.
I just hope they don't close down the cruises.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
Because imagine a lot of us have trips planned, we have a cruise plan and stuff like that. So
it's one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah,
right now.
we just want to be able to do what we want to do, man. Because
There's nasty people out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long. This is like just the beginning of COVID.
Yeah,
it's just gonna keep mutating. Getting a Delta variant, and then you're gonna get something else, and whatever different variants. Until
it's gonna grow arms and legs and run around the world.
It's like the Spartans. You get rid of the weak.
Let me ask you, Carl. I know, Carl, you just came from like traveling to Chicago. When you went on the flight, did everybody have to wear the mask on the flight?
On the flight, you still have your mask. You have to keep your mask in Chicago.
I guess only when you bring it down is when they bring around drinks and
stuff. For the most part, well, this time because when I went last time to. Where did we go?
You went to Arizona.
No, not Arizona. Where did we go last? Oh, Atlanta. When I went last time to Atlanta still it was the flight actually had stopped giving out food completely. So like you wouldn't have any snacks. You know, they roll around and they, you want something, whatever. They stopped giving it completely on the flights, so that you couldn't even take off your mask to eat or anything.
You couldn't
like
get your peanuts.
Nothing.
You get peanuts on the cruise on a flight.
They don't give peanuts. They give like.
I mean, you can get peanuts, but why do you want that basic ass snack?
And some
Kevin's
pretzels
low key. Sometimes airplane food slaps a little bit. Those shortbreads, the gingerbread shortbreads are fire.
No, but why'd you get the peanuts? That's the most basic fucking thing. You got peanuts. Not peanuts.
You might not go to Gio.
No, but I mean,
them peanuts are fire.
Yeah,
I don't know
Kevin,
what you said.
I mean,
them peanuts.
Everything
are fire.
else you gotta kind of like pay for.
No, you can get the chips.
Depends where you fly. Yeah,
JetBlue.
I know you fly JetBlue, so maybe JetBlue gives
Put your
away.
pinky out.
Hey,
Put your pinky out when you
JetBlue,
sip that, boy.
if you're hearing this, sponsor me.
Put your pinky out when you sip that.
JetBlue's giving out chips. Their pinkies are giving out chips.
Fuck peanuts, man. Eat the chips.
Fucking peanuts and shortbreads. You get a bag of chips.
But yeah, I mean
but
everything
it's
in
probably
Chicago.
like Lay's original.
Yeah.
Everything in Chicago is the same here, though.
Shit.
I mean, they had the same mask mandates if you're vaccinated or not and stuff like that. But they're not a red state right now with like super high. They're like the middle states. Like
I
they're
mean, I usually
going
just
up.
keep my mask in my pocket no matter where I go. So like,
Yeah.
in case
I keep it in my car.
if someone looks weird and questionable, you pull out that bad boy.
Yeah, people start coughing them like mask on.
Mask on.
I'm not-
Future.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, man. So I mean, things are gonna change a little bit, and we're gonna have to just readapt and readjust to what's going on in the world, man. I mean,
I'm already adapted, so we just gotta
go
back to the
gotta
same shit.
It just felt like we were making so much progress, and now unfortunately it sucks, man. We have to go back.
That's the thing, man. It's just like I said. This is never. It's not that it's never happened because there've been pandemics, but there's no way of knowing when it's the right time to like take the mask off, or when the mask off is when we're safe with the mask off, and when like if you're on time or not. Like
Listen, you see all these people now. You think they're gonna put their mask back on? You saw how mad they were having a mask on, and like they're gonna go crazy.
Some people are gonna be upset, bro. Really upset.
Yeah, I mean, but the rules are rules. If a company tells you whatever, Best Buy tells you, you gotta wear a mask now if you're in the store and you don't want to put the mask on, then you don't come in.
They might be going back to that.
And then it's a federal mandate, so
Best Buy follows whatever the CDC says.
yeah, absolutely. Most companies are
And
gonna.
I've
do
already
that.
been given the go order COVID stuff again.
Yeah, they do it.
Yeah. So
Use a mask. But yeah.
we're gonna have to do it, guys.
All right, guys.
Hopefully, Gio.
Time for that Florida man.
Florida
This was
man.
interesting. This one popped up on my IG. Don't forget to follow me, Gio Sangili.
It's in the description below. All our IGs.
You should make your IG all about Florida man.
Well, who are you? You're just one guy.
I'm
like
the shit.
oh, excuse
Take
me.
a big whiff.
Yeah, you shit. You smell like shit.
Yeah, I got a shower.
Oh my god, bro.
So a Florida man was washed up on the beach inside a homemade vessel resembling a giant hamster wheel after a
Was it-
failed attempt to run to New York.
Was it that red one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Run?
I saw. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know it was a
Wait, so
Florida
he-
man thing. But
Yeah.
I saw like a picture of like this big vessel that had basically
This
like
guy
a big
made a
oval.
giant. Basically, I seen this on Instagram. He made a giant hamster wheel in a sense that he was trying to travel from Florida to New York in that wheel. And he's like,
What the-
oh, this is no travel. This is not a big problem. I got
He's
this.
Cuban.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
we don't know what he is.
You
I
would have
mean,
made it. Yes,
Reza Bellucci. 4.4.
Bellucci. He's Italian.
He's Italian.
He's Italian.
Hey, this one's for you, but these are wrong Italian.
What a fucking
He
idiot!
calls it a hydro bubble.
Yeah.
He calls it or called it?
That's what he calls
He
it.
seemed pretty
Wait.
confident making that.
It wasn't destroyed. It's still. It's still.
No, it's still-
He
it's
didn't
a
die
float.
or anything like that. He
No, he was rescued.
I don't
so
think
he
you
washed
realize
up
how
on
He
shore.
didn't realize that the tide is very strong,
Yeah.
and him just
Yeah,
running in
right.
a circle is not doing anything.
that. I don't think he realized how far it is from.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
from
think.
Florida
I
to
think
New York.
He pulled out a globe and he's like, "That's about 5 inches. I'll make it there, no problem."
He says that he did it to bring awareness and for charity.
Awareness to what?
The only awareness he brought was him being washed up. on
Being
the
washed
beach.
up and making no money for charity is what
I mean, he
happened.
tried, man. At least he tried. Carl.
So where did he washed up? Where? Here in Florida. So he didn't make it far.
Yeah, he made it like down the block.
Yeah, awareness. He didn't make it too
He
far.
got off at South Point and he ended up like on like 13th.
I mean, it's a failed attempt. He tried. He's gonna try again for sure.
Yeah,
That guy
No,
for
I
sure is gonna
don't
be
think
like,
so.
nah. Of course he is, man. You don't give up on your dreams.
yeah, I understand. But
New
Gio,
York?
do you know how far it is from here to New York and that travel in a hamster wheel?
Yeah.
Do you have enough resources to survive out on the water?
Me? No, maybe
Does
that guy.
he have?
I don't know. He's 44. I don't think he has much left.
He has much energy. He has
I
to
don't think-
run.
I don't think
He has to
he's gonna be able
run.
live that long. 44. He should start
He,
thinking
and
about
yeah,
that,
he's
man.
not a young dude either. He's 44. Like
His
it's
back
not.
must hurt already, man.
That seems.
It's a 1,283 miles.
What happens? He doesn't realize what happens when he takes a nap and the tide brings him out.
Yeah,
into
right?
what?
You stay awake for, let's say, how fast you think he's going to travel?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
Like half a knot.
Like, he can't go faster than 2 miles.
I mean, I would
an hour,
assume
3
that maybe
miles
he
an
would,
hour.
like,
Like, give
he
him 3 miles an hour max.
I would say maybe he would. I would assume maybe he would like come to shore to rest and maybe he's resting. Maybe they found him washed up. Maybe he was resting. He's like, oh, I was taking a nap.
Maybe he's on bath salts.
It'll take him about 17 days,
Not
17, 18 days to make it from here to over there. You know how much
Walking on
food-
land, you mean?
No, if he's traveling
Oh.
in the ocean on his little thing, and we're giving him a pretty decently fast 3 miles an hour, that's not gonna happen.
3 miles an hour. You know the
Consistently.
tide. The tide will push him back as well too. So I mean,
And out.
and out.
Forward and back, and now he's gonna get lost. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's gonna
He's gonna end up like in England. He's gonna be like, "This is not New York."
Yeah, that's tough.
What if he
That's
shows
all.
up in Cuba?
You know how much
He was
Mira
the
este
wrong.
mongólico.
He went the wrong way.
pushed him the wrong way?
This Albingo en el medio.
He was a Florida man, but he wasn't truly Florida man. He was
He
Italian.
might, I mean, he's Italian, but he might
Italian.
live in Florida.
Italian man.
This Florida
so,
man. I
So,
went with it.
what is it? Only Cubans are?
Yeah.
Kevin, it was a joke, man. Damn. Kevin got back as Italians and New York too big.
Stop hitting the damn mic. How about that
Yeah.
one?
How about that?
I'm talking my hands. My bad.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful what you say about Italians, man. You know the mob be coming after you.
You think
I'm
Carl's
afraid.
you think Carl's afraid of the mob?
You should be.
What Carl?
What is that,
what
Carl?
is that?
Remember, we don't have a camera. Nobody can see you.
in your time of need.
What the hell was that? That
That's
was
Carl
your
being-
Godfather.
that's Godfather.
That was your
Carl being
Godfather.
Carl.
You come to me and you want to ask me
For a favor.
for a favor.
us for a favor.
I tell you, Mountain Dew Cold Red and the whiskey is delicious.
Cold red.
Shut up. They would
No good.
have you fought out of the mob. Let me tell you.
Disgusting, bro.
Hey, well, let me tell you, that's a long journey.
Yeah, no,
Fuck that.
that was horrible.
I can barely go down the street without getting tired.
Look,
Yeah.
he can't even make. Let's say, I gave him $2,000. That guy to make a boat out of like real wood and a little motor, little engine. He still won't make it from here to New York. 1,200 miles is a lot of miles.
His wheel was pretty sturdy. The wheel wasn't messed up or anything.
You
It
give him
was,
$2,000 to make a
the
boat.
wheel was messed up. His brain was.
Wait,
messed up.
$2,000 to make a boat.
The hamster wheel was not spinning up there.
Just what you do, you get the mesh thing. You make Flex Seal.
Oh
you
my
get,
God. You think
Flex
Flex Seal's
Seal.
gonna work 1,200 miles?
It was proven that it works. That water does not get into it.
let me ask you
For
a question.
1,200 miles
Would
or
you
for
trust? Would you trust Flex Seal if you had like a patch on your boat like that?
If I had
It's
no
been,
other
it's been
option,
proven.
It's been proven.
It's been proven.
Do you trust it?
I have to try it out for my own self. But it has been proven not only by the old guy who owns it. Some like an actual college
Yeah.
made like a mesh boat and covered it with
Sprayed
Flex Seal,
Flex Seal?
and it floated. And
I'm down to try it. See, just to see if it'll keep afloat.
I'm not going from Miami to New York.
No, I'm not saying that. Just
flex
no, I'm just saying.
Granted, they didn't say he was from Miami.
You Florida. Well, he started in he could have left like
From what, the border between Florida and
somewhere
Georgia?
else, Daytona Beach, or
Jacksonville.
You don't know, and then he ended up going backwards instead.
So wait, where did he end up?
It didn't tell you what city.
Kevin, he
left
could
from?
he ended up here. He could have left from North Carolina. He wasn't not gonna make it to New York in that hamster.
Imagine if he left from like Boston to go to New York, and he was right there. He ended up going backwards all the way down.
Oh no! Yeah, no, man.
The tide took me out.
He's like, that's why we don't know where he left from. Maybe it was like
It's Florida,
right across
man.
the
He
street.
left from Florida.
Yeah, from Florida. If it's from Florida.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, so I mean, bro, that to me just makes no sense at all to do something like that.
It's a Florida man.
Bring a
That's
woman.
I mean-
what Florida man is.
I mean, look at the woman who swam the English Channel, who thought that was supposed to be like impossible.
it's
she's
an English channel, Kevin. It's not from Miami to New York.
You swim the English Channel.
Yeah, she
If
did
you
it.
give me a year to train, I can swim the English channel.
Everything you need a year to train.
So he left Miami
Oh,
on
he did
Saturday
Miami.
for New York City,
Uh-huh.
but encountered complications.
Oh.
Shortly after setting
Complications?
Yeah, the complications is the ocean.
ashore near St. Augustine, Florida.
He got
Whoa,
far.
yo, he got
that boy got
far.
far. That boy got far.
He did get far.
Wait, I-
St. Augustine.
Oh, so he landed in St. Augustine?
And
Yeah,
then in St. Augustine.
he got far.
Okay, now wait, hold on. Now I give him a
All
little
right,
bit of
I'm
props.
sorry.
But when did he get found, today or yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
And then high tide.
So
Well,
Saturday,
he got
Saturday
found
to
yesterday, from
Saturday
Saturday
to Wednesday.
to Wednesday. Hold on, I got doing the math here.
That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days, guys.
5 days. Took him 5 days to get.
I
from
mean,
here to-
that's not.
I mean, he got farther than I thought he got. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
St. Augustine's pretty far. But you gave him an estimate of 17 to 18 days.
Hold on, so that's why I'm gonna break it down here.
Yeah,
Now you gotta do
because-
his math over. Like, no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
313.
Because you have to
313
imagine too, the longest travel really from here to New York is
How many
getting
days
out of
is it?
Florida.
5 days.
The Carolinas are hard
Carolina's
too.
are long too, but the Florida one is long to get out
Florida.
of
5
Florida.
days.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I mean, what do you think about Gio? You have the concern.
It's weird because the way that it makes it seem is that he's still like he's still trying.
Yeah, so
Like
maybe
he landed in St. Augustine, and the way they're making it seem is like he's still trying to keep going.
He's like, I'm not done yet. Like,
It's not over for me.
sir, you're being
was never
crazy
over.
right now.
by the end of the trip they're gonna find a cadaver,
Wow.
just in there in the
I
hamster.
was right.
There's a-
He was traveling an average of 2.6
This
miles
says
per
0
hour.
on your calculator.
Well, because I reset it. 2.6. I gave him 3 miles.
2.6 miles per hour.
That's pretty accurate on how fast he's going.
I mean,
So yeah, it would
For
take
him,
about
man,
17 to 17.8 days.
he's got a GPS in
18
there, so
days.
at least
18
if they find
days?
a cadaver, they find
18 days. We're gonna
We'll
make
check
some-
back in like 3 weeks to see if this guy made it to New York. We'll see.
We'll come back next
Yeah.
week.
We'll see.
But yeah, guys. So the '90s, like I said, the best time to be alive is in the '90s.
Was it?
It was.
Was it?
The 90s was a good
The
time.
'90s
bro.
was a good time to be alive.
Yeah,
I'm alone.
No coronavirus.
none of that stuff. You know what's crazy? I heard something on a I was listening to Pandora yesterday to like a comedy special or something, and the guy was talking about growing up in the 90s, and he was saying, remember how, you know how when you really didn't have the internet as much as you have it now, and you ask your parents something, and they might not give you the answer, you just didn't know. You just didn't know. Now I feel like you have access to so much information. Maybe it's overwhelming. The 90s was such a simpler time for everything, you know.
Like if you needed information, there's ways you can find it.
yeah.
Go to the
But
it
you didn't want to.
wasn't
You didn't want to go to the
I'm not
library.
gonna go to a library and get an encyclopedia and look for anything.
Oh, that was the worst part about the '90s. When you had to do like book reports, you had to go to the library.
Yeah, the
oh, my
encyclopedia.
God.
Decimal system. I never learned how to use that.
Dewey Decimal, I mean, no, I never used it.
I
But I
don't
mean,
know.
you had phenomenal gaming consoles, N64.
They,
You know what I
paved the
remember
way.
when I was in elementary school? One of the biggest field trips they loved to do was to take me to that really big library in fucking downtown. And to think about it now, I'm like,
What?
what's the fucking
What are you
point?
talking about, guys?
There's a huge library in downtown.
And
You-
I think
the
it's
only-
next to. I think it's next to that Florida museum.
Florida
There's
Museum.
a Florida museum in downtown. I just
Yo,
don't remember where
did
else.
you grow up here, man?
I did, Carl. I did. Westchester till I die.
All right.
There's a big ass library in downtown. I just don't remember where.
Yeah,
You know what in the '90s field trips you'd be to a old. I remember this. My
To a
God.
bodega.
No, it's not to a bodega.
He's like, it was a field trip. That was every morning.
Everybody got bacon, egg, and
Get my
cheese.
sandwich.
That's your meal for the day.
Nah, it was to a movie theater. It was like it was a cheap movie theater, like a $5 movie theater with small dollar popcorns. Oh my
Dollar
god.
popcorns.
Yeah.
That's a vibe right there.
But it was like a small bag. It was like a very small bag. But it's a $5 movie with dollar popcorn. Like
Popcorn
you
at
couldn't.
AMC is like 20, 30
Do
bucks.
you remember in the 90s, like when you used to go to Town and Country in Miami?
No.
And there used to be,
Absolutely not.
There
I
used to be
don't.
an AMC there, a movie theater, and you can go and pay for one movie and watch, like, sneak into like 4
All of them?
movies. Oh, yeah, you watch, you're like, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
watch.
you can do
couldn't
that
in the
now.
90s.
You can do
I
that
right
now.
You can, but
On
it was,
Bird Road, on 117, where the Publix is now,
I plan on doing
there
it.
used to be a movie
Yes.
theater. It was a $2 movie theater.
Yes, I remember that
Yeah.
one. Now it's a fucking medical
Yeah.
center.
Now it's a Publix. But yeah,
No, it's not
but
a
it's in the same thing as a Publix.
It's a medical center. It's that
No, that's more,
Medicare thing.
no, it's just the Leon, but no, Leon's not.
That's where it was.
It was the Publix.
No, there was a
Big
public
trust.
already before.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't a Publix there.
Okay.
I guess you tell us what it
Yeah.
was because I don't know.
They
what
don't-
the
they
show
I
was.
remember that
No, I
fucking movie
remember
theater
1,000%.
was what the De Leon thing is now. That Publix was always
I remember
there.
the last movie I even watched there.
You guys ever like think back into like the 90s and stuff like that, like in your memories? Doesn't it have like an orange tint to it when you think back? Like it's like
What?
for me, like when I think back into the 90s, like reminiscing about things, like to me it's like when you remember things, like it has like an old school like
Was
Like
Coca-Cola-
you're watching it through a Polaroid.
basically
Was
yeah.
Coca-Cola a nickel too for you? Like, what are you talking about?
No, it was color actually. Gio,
Dude, you're
so-
older than Kevin.
Yeah. I mean, was Coca-Cola a thing for you?
I love Coca.
He used to get it when
I don't
they
know.
put
I hear
cocaine in
orange
it.
tint.
You
I'm
get
here
pop.
like, what is this?
Yeah. Let me get a
What
pop.
is this trivia fucking filter going
No,
on
but
here,
like
bro?
I'm saying, like reminiscing, like it's like you had like there was like a film over like things you see, like so.
Maybe it's the way that it
But,
looked. Maybe it's the way it looked on TV.
You know what was a
Kevin's
vibe in
here
the
watching
90s?
Howdy Doody.
Was Blockbuster.
Yes.
Friday nights at Blockbuster.
Yep.
Blockbuster
that was
You
a
said
good
Bloodbuster? I was like,
Yeah.
Bloodbuster.
Blockbuster.
You said
Blockbuster.
Bloodbuster the second time. I was like, what the fuck you talking about right now?
Blockbuster.
I posted today, like me and Joe posted it on our Instagrams. Do you guys still have a Blockbuster card?
I never had one, technically.
No?
I was too
I
young.
mean, maybe.
I wasn't
Who
old
knows?
enough.
I was too young. Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck? You had a Bloodbuster card?
I had a block.
I had a Blockbuster card.
No, you didn't have one
I don't
with
know
your
where it
name
is.
on it.
I,
Yeah,
no,
you-
not with my name, but with my parents' name.
With your
But
parents.
Yeah.
name.
I don't
You didn't
know
have
what-
one. You weren't old enough.
I don't
No,
know.
I had one with my name on it.
No, you didn't.
Absolutely.
You had to be at age to get that
Yeah,
card.
you had to. They just
What
don't
do you
give it
mean?
to
They just
kids.
give it
All
to
the
kids?
Membership. My dad usually would make me go in with my little card, and he would give me money. To
It
go
was
to
his
the-
card.
Yeah, it was his card.
I mean, we do share the same name, but that's besides the
Oh,
point.
that's why.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
see?
that's a
There you go.
loophole.
That's the point. I had my own card. So did my sister.
You know, my memory of Blockbuster is used to steal video games and movies and put like
Wow.
the fake shit.
And
back
that's
in.
why Blockbuster closed, guys.
I used the Hollywood video.
It's not Bloodbuster. It's
Hollywood
Blockbuster.
Block.
Video.
What is Block?
Blockbuster.
Carl?
What's Bloodbusters?
Let me ask you: did you guys ever rewind the tapes? and
No.
send them out? You
Please rewind
scumbag.
your-
No,
Come back.
if I did bring it back, yes.
Yeah,
Bro, you didn't
rewind.
even have to do anything. You just hit rewind and you walk away, and it stops automatically.
I'm a
Fucking
child,
asshole.
bro. You really think I have the attention span to be doing that shit?
You don't need attention span. It's a button.
Dad, I'm done. Give me another one.
Wow.
That was a good time though. You'd go, you
The
go, you get
PlayStation
your,
games.
you go and you're in the line. The line had like the candy and,
Oh,
and you
that
had
popcorn in the fucking
popcorn,
that
yeah.
metal
Yes.
thing.
You know what's
Man.
interesting is that a lot of my action figures came from Blockbuster.
Blockbuster was so dope
that
because
was
like
good.
I used to get like the Dragon Ball Z action figures.
Toys R
from
Us.
Blockbuster.
No.
you talk about the candy. I remember that before going to like movie theaters. Now you can get Bunch of Crunch.
Bunch
in
of
the
crunch.
line
You had
at-
the, yeah, you
at
had the
Blockbuster.
snow caps.
I never was a
Snow
Snow
Caps.
Caps
No,
kid.
Snow
No,
Caps
I was
are
never a
fire.
Snow Caps kid.
I don't know
Man.
any of these candies.
And then the Sour Patch. I was a Sour Patch.
Sour
I was like,
Patch,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Junior Mints.
We did have Sour Patch in the '90s.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
we?
Sour Patch been around forever.
I don't remember buying Sour Patch in the
I
90s.
was
Sour
I went,
Power.
I love nerds.
I used to buy
Maybe early
Warheads.
2000s.
Warheads, the sour candy was,
Them bitches
and
were fire.
Crybabies.
And
Oh, yeah.
Crybabies.
Crybabies.
I still buy Crybabies
Yeah.
to this day.
Where the hell you get Crybabies now? The ice cream truck come around the neighborhood.
I bought last time I actually bought them. I
No,
bought a
gas
big
station.
pack.
You go to a gas station by the
Big no. I bought a big pack on Amazon. They have like a big individually wrapped like a container,
Uh-huh.
and that's
Of
why I got-
Crybabies?
Of Crybabies.
Jesus.
You guys ever been to Rapids?
I went to Rapids
Rapids
in West
as a
Palm
kid.
Beach. Yeah, that was a.
No, I grew up in New York.
My
You
dad.
broke open a hydrant.
That's
Wow.
true.
That, I mean, hey.
Did you
Hey
ever-
Arnold. Hey Arnold.
Did
type
I
shit.
break over a hydrant? Like me personally?
No,
No.
not you personally, but like
Did
that.
Stoop,
That's a thing.
did
That was a
Stoop
real
kid
thing.
ever leave his stoop, Kevin?
I don't know. That's not. That's.
I think for Rapids-
theoretically, yes, he did in the actual show. He did leave stupid.
See, that's another.
I think for Rapids, my dad used to take me and my friends to Rapids, and I think now that I think about it, he's like, "Oh, bring all your friends. We're gonna go. I'll treat them to Rapids." I feel like my dad used to sneak all of us. in.
Yeah,
Rapids-
because Rapids isn't
He
cheap
didn't.
either.
Yeah,
like,
Rapids. I'm like that.
it's not. It's not like Blizzard Beach either.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's not
my
Disney,
dad
but-
definitely snuck all
Yeah,
of us
you're
in.
not-
Do you remember as a kid when you used to go to the Chinese buffet and you used to lie about your age, say that you're under 12 years old, so you can eat free.
Wait, Eddie, most places, yeah, you can
Eat free under 12.
Your kid's like six,
At 12,
6'3".
My dad used to
He's like
lie.
6'3", 250. He's like, oh, he's
My
7
dad
years
used to
old.
lie about my age at Disney World so I can get like the cheap tickets. And then one time I go, no, Dad, I'm this age. And he literally stops.
Stop the shit on
And he
TV.
looks and he goes, oh, really? Oh, I can't believe I forgot.
Now you're not going to Disney.
And then he would buy the full price ticket and got really mad.
No, the only time I ever did that was like to like go into the movie theater. So you get the
Carl,
kid ticket if you're not.
You remember Malibu Grand Prix?
Absolutely.
What?
Bro.
We used to have an area
that's a Miami,
here,
Miami thing.
but on Flagler that was like
Yeah.
go-karts,
So
mini
it
golf,
was
and
right.
arcade.
It was right next to Mall of the Americas. You know what Mall of the Americas is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah. So right next to Mall of the Americas, they have apartment buildings there now. It was called Malibu Grand Prix.
Malibu Grand Prix.
Yo,
You come
that
in. The
place was
beginning was like a
dope.
giant castle, and you had a bunch of arcade games on the backside. Like you walk through that little castle. And on the back, they had bumper boats. They had go-karts. They had mini golf. It was a good time.
Dude, that place was awesome.
And then you go on the weekends.
That was like K1 before K1.
They also had AIDS there. It sounds like because that's
No,
what,
no.
the place sounds
When you were a
dirty as
kid,
shit.
when you were a kid, you used to play like in those playpens so that you didn't worry about. That's when you got sicknesses and you get
Discovery
over.
Zone, Dandy Bear.
Discovery Zone. Danny, I used to rock Danny Bear all the time. When I was a little kid, that's
The
what
bear
we
himself used to.
I mean, you guys heard that too, right?
Growing up, we used to. That's
They
what
used
like
to
that
jump,
was.
they used to
that
jump
was,
the bear. Like,
Used to
That was
molest that
that's
bear.
what everybody's birthday was. Like if you lived by,
Your
Yeah.
birthday
That
was
every-
like
your
Remember you got
Like
the
Dandy
invite.
Bear.
So everybody's like, Danny Bear.
you're like, I'm down there.
I'm out there.
out.
There, say less.
I'm out there, bro.
That was a good time.
it was like I guess like a indoor theme park for kids in New York called I think it was Fun Time USA. It had like a big slide and like ball pits and shit like that,
yeah,
little
so
games. stuff
like,
that.
like Discovery Zone kind of thing.
I used to go to New York every summer, and I remember like I know that maybe you couldn't remember this. My cousins used to go to I guess their version of Rapids was a water park called like Splish Splash in New York. I don't know if you ever heard of it, Kevin.
Yes, I know Split Splash.
You ever been?
It's not in New York. I think it's in Jersey.
Man, the drive didn't seem that long
he
as a
said-
kid.
Bro, I don't even
Alright,
know.
guys, been great. We're out of
That was Split Splash was dope, and then there was another place called like Echo Park, was like an indoor pool, and like it had like
I've heard of it, yeah.
That's when I used to go. Like that's the first time I went on a diving board, and I was like,
Squints.
yeah, I was like, let's go up there, and I remember I was like, I'm gonna climb diving board, I'm gonna climb that, and I went up to the top, and I remember how I'm afraid of heights, and I used to go up there and be like,
They're like,
oh my god, and they go, and then
jump.
you have to jump. You can't be that guy that climb back down the ladder.
Carl be that guy.
So I'd be like, I was there up
I'd be
top.
like, no, I'm going back down.
No, I had to jump.
Reggie didn't jump. Reggie
I
passed
jumped.
out from
Well,
the fear.
but
He
how
passed out from
how
the fear.
high
He
was
just,
the diving board?
Kevin, you're asking me when I was like,
it was probably like
no.
If I was just a short diving board, he was like,
Yeah.
no.
I did, the short one I did with no problem, and then one day I said, you know what, I'm going to that big one, bro. And
I'm a
maybe it
big kid
was
now.
20 feet. It felt like 20 feet. I don't know. It might have been 10 feet.
Yeah, you didn't.
Reggie,
do the-
you won't go up on 20 feet right now.
I'll go up 20 feet right now and dive into a pool. Yes, I'll go into a pool. I'm not just gonna go up 20 feet for no 20 feet. I'll go 20 feet.
20 feet. You can still hurt yourself 20 feet.
If I jump into a pool of water, I'm gonna break.
If you do like a belly flop or something, as a child, depends on how small
Yeah.
you are. You don't know what you're doing. You did one of those that you're like flailing around the air. And you just,
First of all, as a child, everybody did cannonballs. So let me hear that.
So.
I wasn't a
tough,
very
man. That's
big
cool.
child, so
Do you guys
You don't have to
remember?
be a big child to do a cannonball.
I didn't.
Do you guys remember like the old school like McDonald's toys and like
Yes.
the BK toys and stuff like that? Like, remember like there was a. I remember
They
Burger
used to have
King.
cool
Burger
ass
King gave like a video game for the King. The
Yep.
Burger King like had a video game. It was the worst game that was ever made.
I'm
ever.
pretty sure it was.
It was literally like a.
A black and white, like,
Yeah, it
2D
was.
game,
It
yeah.
was awful.
you know
it used to
what?
be cool. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was. Okay, come on.
My aunt actually used to work for McDonald's. She used to be a manager, so I used to get all the toys. So I have a full. I still to this day have a full body Inspector Gadget that McDonald's used to give out because you used to give it in parts. Like you used to get the leg, and each.
Oh
I have a
my
full
gosh.
body
Shit.
till this day.
Wow,
Inspector
crazy.
Gadget. I had all the Disney and McDonald's cups that they used to have.
That's
I
what
still
I
have,
was-
I still have some
That's
of
what I was
them.
You
gonna
might
say.
be able to sell those,
The
Kevin.
the plates that McDonald's used to give out,
Yeah.
the Disney plates, the Hercules, like
That's,
all
that's,
of that
yeah,
stuff.
that's
Kevin's
what I was
sitting
gonna-
on a
that's-
fortune.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
right.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like they used to bring cool stuff back then.
Yeah.
Like, obviously it cost you a little money, but like I still have when like Batman Forever came
They cost
out. They
me
used to have
shit.
the little Batman cups. They had and what was the other thing? Oh, like when Pokemon came out and like they had the little gold
The
cards.
little golden ones,
The
yeah,
little
the
gold cards
golden
and the
Mew.
Pokeballs.
Yeah.
I still have like a couple of those.
I
Like,
have a golden Goku from I think it was from Burger King.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a good time, man. It was just They don't, and then now they make. So McDonald's used to be like you would go in and had the red roof, like from the outside, it looked like fun to go like and have a good time, like for kids.
Yeah.
And now they made it look like.
But you know why? Because they don't.
Try to
It's
fit
very
to, like,
it's
old
very
style.
that golden and like yellow. It's very like old and cheap. They wanted to go more like
Modern.
fancy and newer and cleaner.
Did you guys ever used to play like in the playhouse and like the McDonald's?
Yeah,
like,
the pay place.
It smelled
Yeah,
like
I found a syringe
fucking
in there.
Like-
feet.
Yeah,
It
I've
smelled
like
like-
this.
Yeah, it smelled like
So
I found a syringe in there once.
As a child, you didn't care what it smelled
God.
like.
I'm
You
gonna let
just
you know.
run up
No,
and
I
down.
care what it smelled like. I don't care
Yeah,
what you're
it
talking
smelled awful.
that's where people's birthdays used to be for us.
Yeah.
So in the hood,
Yeah.
you used to go to the McDonald's, and that's where the birthday
Yeah,
was in
but
the McDonald's.
they used to have the playpen, and then
Yeah.
remember they had like a little 32-inch TV with the N64
Yeah.
connected
Oh
to it.
yeah.
They didn't have that in my McDonald's.
That was-
I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Can't
That
have
was,
the-
if it was there, it was stolen.
The Playhouse.
You had the playoffs,
But
that
dude,
that
that
was
was-
not there.
I remember that shit.
N64 was such a. I feel like it was such a game console that was so ahead of its time. Like, you used to have having the concept of not playing multiplayer online, just having people over the house, and like I'm gonna dog you.
You see the fear in their face, and when they start crying when you beat them,
Yeah.
it's an amazing feeling.
It's a
Yeah.
different
Like
time.
when you
That's true, it was.
growing up with my cousins,
Yeah.
and like when you have younger cousins, and like you letting them win a little, and then you just start fucking them up
Yeah.
in the video games, and then you see
like-
them start crying, like that's when you feel good. Like, it's
You-
fucked
like,
up,
you,
but
you let them like win for a little bit, so you kind of keep it close, and then they start talk shit. They're like, "Hey, oh, you see the best time," and then you like just destroy them, and then they're like, "And what now?" And they start crying. That was different. Like you gotta see face to face. You gotta see the tears, not just hear it. Like you got to see the
I
tears.
remember like road trips with that big library of CDs.
You had the
I had
flip
the
the
book filled with CDs.
you want to hear something funny? My older cousin to this day still
Still
has
uses
libraries. He has a whole book of CDs and he still uses it. God knows why. I don't know why he does that.
I would do that. I still had CDs in the old Audi, like the Audi cassette.
Yeah, because you refuse to change your fucking radio.
Absolutely, keep it original. I have a Sis disc in the Range Rover. I'm about to put Sis 6.
What's gonna be- what is- what's gonna be-
Syphilis.
That's hard to say.
Carl, I'll
Sis
give you
disc.
$10 on the spot right now if you can say "sis disc changer" 5 times.
No, I can't.
Try, let's hear it.
man.
Just change it. No, I
It's gonna
can't.
be your CDs, man.
Hmm?
If you're gonna
If you
pick
had
six.
5 CDs to put in your car, 6, right? 6 discs would have. If you
Get
could
the
put
five.
5 or 6.
Six,
That's a
nigga.
tough.
If you could put 6 discs in your car right now, what would it be?
Sis. The thing is that it's tough now because
Here
now
we go, bro.
we have like
It's always tough.
any
You know why he's
choice
saying that?
of
Because he
music.
didn't. Like,
You have
time to
6
research
discs.
it.
You don't have any choice because that car doesn't have Bluetooth. You have 6
Yeah,
discs.
it does.
If you had 6 discs,
That's
what
the
would you put?
Bluetooth now. Put Bluetooth in it.
What's one CD you have for sure in your top 6 right now? You see, you can have it. See, you can have it. See,
Ready to Die
Ready to Die's in yours.
is my top.
Okay.
The documentary by Game.
Okay, that's
Number
2.
2.
That's good. Those are 2 good. Those are 2 good CDs right there.
I think I'd have to pick those two as well.
What would be another CD in yours? I know you probably have like you like listen to a lot of rock.
It has to be a CD from Blink 182. Probably like that greatest hits album that they have. Damn.
Carl have Kids Bop 1, 2.
No, no,
One,
no.
2, 3,
Now
5.
5.
Now that's what I call
Now
music.
6.
Bro, you remember those commercials with Now and Kid? Oh my god, bro.
They still do.
Those
Kickbox.
now
They do.
CDs were fire back
No,
in
they
the day.
weren't.
Yeah, they were.
they
Kevin.
were,
They gave you a
Kevin.
little bit of everything.
No, they weren't.
The only thing I hated about them was that they were clean.
They were what?
They were. No, they
clean.
weren't.
They were clean.
They were
versions.
for
They were clean.
kids.
Yeah.
No, the
No,
now.
not Kid
That's
Bop.
what
Oh,
they
the
were
now, that's
music,
what I call
they
music?
Were clean versions.
Yeah, but
No, I'm pretty sure you can get
So
both.
like I remember there was like I think I had an album and it had that song. So I'm outside of
Yeah.
the and it was clean. I'm like
Never
what
Scared?
is-
Never
The song's
Scared,
called
man.
Never
I
Scared.
don't know
Crusher.
the title.
Who sings it?
Bone Crusher.
yeah.
Okay,
Wow. Good
Wow,
job.
okay. Just
Come from a guy that hasn't seen what was the
How High?
How High, Bad Boys 2. Have you seen Bad
No,
Boys?
I've seen How High.
Okay.
I've seen How
Fridays.
High. No, I've seen all the Fridays.
Rush Hours.
No,
Like, how do you not?
I wasn't allowed to.
That is
see
on your
these
to-do
movies as a
list
child.
after today. You have to watch
Like,
those.
look, I've never seen Scarface.
Oh, Scarface. That's
Oh,
a
come on, man.
that's a
I've
classic.
never seen The Godfather.
And you live
That's
in Miami,
another
and
classic.
you haven't seen Scarface and you live in Miami.
Those are classics, Gio.
How much you know?
Reggie, have you seen Across the Universe?
Yes,
What? What's across the universe?
I haven't
That's a-
seen it. I'm lying. So I'm,
haven't.
I'm,
Okay, is that-
I'm
That's
completely.
a classic movie.
You're the only person that's seen
But
it.
like,
That's not
is
that
that a Turner classic movie? What
Yeah,
the
I was
fuck?
gonna say,
Across the Universe is a musical based.
Absolutely
on
not.
the
I'm not
Beatles.
watching that.
Well, hold on. Musicals are nice too, but
I
It's
don't-
based on the Beatles.
Across the Universe,
Across
Oh,
the
that's the new
Universe.
one that came out like 2 or 3
It's
years ago.
not new.
it's
at
not
all.
new. It wouldn't be nostalgic
This
if it
thing
was
came
new.
out, I think, when I was like either in
There's
high
one
school
that
or
came
out of
out-
high school.
They came out that time. Let me see if it's
Across the Universe came like around that time.
really. I thought it was.
That's a great movie. If you've never seen Moulin Rouge, Great.
I
movie.
have seen Moulin Rouge.
Have you seen Romeo and Juliet with
Of course.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Of course.
Great movie.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's a great film. I've seen great movies, just not a lot of movies.
You've seen good
Turner
movies, not great
classics.
movies.
Turner classic.
Absolutely. Gone with the Wind was amazing.
Hallmark film.
Turner classics, bro. I mean, the 90s was such a
The cartoons in
simpler
the 90s.
time. Oh, 90s cartoons.
cannot,
bro.
Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck.
90s, early 2000s.
Do you remember that they did the Mighty Ducks, but they were like superheroes?
Yeah.
That shit was cool as fuck.
I rewatched it. I'm not gonna lie to you because it's on Disney Plus.
Like you had the original Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. You can watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
That show was awesome. Rescue Rangers.
I had the action figure for that. The Mighty Ducks
Oh,
one.
I think I did too. But you know what I hate though is the fact that like now they're recreating all these shows.
Yeah.
And like I get it to give like kids now time to enjoy it and all
To
that.
bring
but
back the nostalgia.
It doesn't
No.
feel the same.
They're recreating it because they have no other ideas.
yeah,
like you know
they
how, like,
can't think of
how they-
shit
like,
else.
like you know back in the day we used to watch those Disney shorts where it was like Mickey Mouse and Pluto and all those like old episodes.
By the way, talking about like
even
Disney-
though those episodes are older than us, they recreated them and they're weird.
Have you seen the new Mickey?
They're weird.
It's so
looking.
weird, man. So weird.
I don't
That's
watch it,
not the
They
original.
brought back Chippendale. It doesn't feel the same.
They did?
I think they brought back not Rescue
Rescue
Rangers. Tailspin. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not. They try to make it more modern, and it's not.
Like I get
Supposed to
it.
be nostalgic.
You know,
Just
so that way,
replay
like,
the old
You
stuff.
can watch it
That'd
with
be
your
cool.
kids, but exactly. Like I'd rather just watch the old stuff. And then
Yeah,
your
just
kids
put
can
the old
go.
stuff. You don't have to make anything new. You just put it out.
Just
Call it
weird.
a day.
You remember at 12 o'clock when the TV cut off because the anthem came on. I was like, all right, that's it, no more TV.
Yeah,
I
no,
remember Nick at Night.
That's the thing. Like back
I
in the
Love
days,
Lucy and
like
shit like that.
you used to watch. You used to watch it. Like you have to watch I Love Lucy. Fucking
All
the
about Jeff.
Dick Van Dyke.
the Beverly
The
Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh my God,
The Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith Show.
Dick Van Dyke. Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
Remember those Girls Gone Wild commercials?
That's when the TV cut
You
back
would wake
on.
up and you're like, Girls Gone Wild, and then as a kid you're like,
You fell asleep with the TV on, and you woke up to that like, oh my God.
what is this? And your mom when you knock on the door.
You never.
What are you watching?
You ever watch the Jeffersons?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
a
good times.
That was good.
Good
Good
times.
times.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch Good
I'm
Times.
trying to remember the name.
That was kind of. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a little before my
It
time.
was the two kids and the dad, the white dad, where they adopted the two black kids.
Oh, we're fucking.
I always forget the name of that show.
What's like the most iconic what you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Different strokes.
Different
Different
strokes.
strokes.
Different strokes.
I always get
I'm
that.
trying to remember the actor's name.
Look, speaking of another show, they're
Gary
bringing back.
Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
Look,
Dead.
they're bringing back
R.I.P.
the
Gary
Wonder
Coleman.
Years. The Wonder
Yeah,
Years
they
was
are.
amazing.
All right,
But it's not gonna work because like okay, remember Boy Meets World? Like
Yeah.
they try to bring back
that
like
was
when they
horrendous. It was trash.
got what Girl Meets World.
That
whatever.
show
Yeah,
was
no.
trash.
And it was trash. Like
It
Boy Meets World
ruined
was a
it.
great time.
Boy Meets
Feeny,
World was great.
Yeah.
Topanga was.
some of those classics just need to stay. They need to stay.
Now
as
it has not
classics.
aged well though.
and just replay the classics.
Yeah, just
You know, age
relive
well.
what we
Kelly
went through.
Kapowski.
They're remaking the Rugrats.
She did age well. Kelly Kapowski still.
Yes, you're right.
Remaking the Rugrats.
Yeah, and I
Like,
saw a preview of it.
trash.
It's gross.
That's I mean, also too, they have to remake it in a sense, not just the Rugrats, but cartoons in general, shows in general, have to be met at
To a
the
different
the
standard.
PC standard code of what the world
not
is
the
now.
same.
It's not the same. It's not the
You saw
same.
that there's gonna be a new He-Man on Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, it's a continuation.
But here's the thing with He-Man though, it's been recreated like a shitload of times. Like look, Thundercats was recreated.
It
Like,
was, and it was good. That was
and
good.
it was pretty
I'm
good.
not
But
gonna lie to you.
Thunder,
He-Man was
thunder,
recreated,
thunder.
and it was originally in the '70s. And now I think they made it like around my high school years, and it was pretty fucking good on Cartoon Network. That show was dope.
What would you say? All right, so if you say the '90s is like, and it is like it's the best decade, let's say. Current day now, what other than like let's say the internet, what would you say is better now than it was in the '90s?
Your phone,
Yeah.
Well,
honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
cars.
TVs, everything technology based.
Like
yeah,
I love,
yeah, something not
like, I'll be
technology.
honest,
Let's
I
say
love
What-
cars
what-
from the
in terms
from
of-
the '90s, but bro, I can't
something
say
not
no to, like,
technology based.
I'd rather cars in the 90s.
I
I'm
can't
not gonna lie to
say
you.
no to like being able to turn my car from far away and like have it already.
You can
like,
do that with the car from the 90s.
right, but you have to do stuff to it
Yeah.
to do it. It
What,
didn't
you
come
can turn
standard.
the car from far away?
Remote start.
Remote start.
Oh no, you're just trying to be fancy.
Oh yeah.
Why
Once
do you
I-
need that?
Carter,
I'll
imagine
never
you
wanna
drive
do
that
it.
old
Not-
ass
not-
Range Rover that can't, you should put a most
It's a
start.
classic.
I don't want to hear anything because listen, a 95 Toyota Supra is better than any fucking car.
Oh, I'm not denying that.
Not any car.
Honestly,
but
for
it is.
me,
It is in the top. It's in my
To
top
be
five.
honest, like I love CDs, but to be able to just be like, oh crap, I remember this song, and I can just pull it up on my phone with like not even thinking about it.
No, you
instead of-
stop at the light, you get it, or you pull your library out.
I
your
hate to
CD
break it to you,
library.
Carl, and
Bah, bah,
I
bah,
don't like to condone it, but I pull out my phone just while driving at all times. Shouldn't do that, but I do it anyway.
No, but something else that's better now.
All right, so yeah, something better that's better now that you would say than the 90s without it being like not technology, because obviously the
What
technology.
do you guys think about clothing from the
Okay,
90s?
clothing's recreated.
Okay.
Clothing's recreated.
Yeah.
They use old styles from
That's
like
true.
the 70s and the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, history repeats itself with clothing. I feel tough.
What's better? What's your answer then?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I think you know what I kind of like. Well, I mean, I get it, and it is in a sense like going to the movies. Like I like to go to the movies, and now it's like obviously if you think about it because of COVID and like the way that they kind of like move towards the future, like all these Disney movies out now, they'll either put it in the movie theater. There's no point. You can get it on Disney Plus now.
Yeah, but
So it's better now. It's
saying
better
that it was
now
better
than
in the
the
90s.
There was so much. It was better in the 90s because it was
No,
like, it
what's
was like
better?
that
No, what's
feeling.
better now?
The question is
than
what's
the
better now
than the
Yeah.
90s?
Porn.
So you're saying the Spice Channel wasn't good enough for you, and
No, Cinemax is boring.
and
Cinemax sucks, bro. 'Cause, like all that software shit, they're like,
cable in the 90s was better. I'm not.
That's the thing. Like
Cable in the 90s was so much better because it was free.
it was stolen.
It was fucking free. You didn't have to pay for it. Like
Taxi cab confessions.
and then
But
fucking
yeah,
and
now
then
you have the
the
internet
government
as
came up with this fucking digital shit. It killed all the free cable.
That's true. Cable was nice in the 90s. It was.
It's tough. Something better now. That's
There's
not
no-
like
yeah.
technology. It's
Everybody's
out.
giving an answer to how it was better. It was better in the
Better
90s.
than
than-
90s.
Bro, you had jobs. You can get a corporate job without a fucking degree in the 90s. You
Yeah.
can't do that now.
No.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Like honestly, it's not better. Only thing better about now is technology.
Yeah.
Besides that, nothing else is better.
You'd think with all technology you'd make something better, but
Technology's
yeah, I
better
guess
for
Like
the world as a
life
whole.
is it's easier to do things but in terms of like
yeah, the only
everything
better.
else.
The only thing that's like
Probably
better
gonna buy a
now, I
house at our
guess,
age already.
is that life is easier. Like everything's simpler now.
Yep.
You know, you don't have to go through.
It's simpler, but it's not simpler. Like it was technically
It's simpler for the people that can afford it. Let's say.
Yeah.
So see, that's the tough part. See, back in the 90s, everybody was even. Like you said, if you had to go
Not
make.
everybody.
Oh, no, I know, but I'm saying like, okay, you had to go do a research paper, or whatever. The internet didn't exist. Everybody had to go to like the library and go look at books and all and whatever. So everything was more. Now, if you can't afford to go to the right internet, or you can't afford for somebody to pay to do your work, which you shouldn't be doing, like your
Yeah,
school
Carl.
stuff online, I don't pay. I don't. Yeah. But I mean, that's the only thing I guess. Life's easier in now but it's also it all goes back because of technology.
All the college professors are listening. That's why.
I don't pay. You see how high his voice went?
The truth is in the pitch.
All right, guys. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. You guys just let us know. How do you feel about the '90s? If you grew up in the '90s, let's get that one out there. 'Cause I know we have some young listeners, but
Some 80s babies.
oh, we got some old listeners too.
Old
Tack.
heads.
But yeah, let us know how you felt about the '90s. Like, what's your favorite memory? How you feel about this COVID thing coming up? Like, and the changes that's gonna be happening.
And if you have an answer to that question,
Which
something, yeah,
Oh.
in the 2000s, like in current day right now, that's better than in the 90s, not technology wise, like phones or anything like that. Put
Write it in the comments,
Let's
guys.
see.
Let us
Yeah.
know what you hear.
Drop
Yeah.
a comment if you want Carl to take a shot of this nasty ass.
It's not gonna happen.
Scotch.
You can have
Reggie, last roll, last
Last
one.
roll,
Let's go.
Champo.
Let's go.
Last rock, paper, scissors right
paper,
now?
scissors for
Wait,
the
wait,
shot.
if you lose, something has to happen.
He takes a shot.
I'll take
a
the
shot.
Shitty ass whiskey.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
whiskey?
That's fine. I'll take it.
Take
so
what? Take a shot.
There's one, yeah. So
Yeah.
me and Kevin are gonna take another shot of this rock paper scissors to take a shot of that nasty ass whiskey that we had last episode, and I've already lost once, but I feel pretty confident.
All right,
in
let's
this
go.
Next.
You're a brave man, right?
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Shoot,
Ready?
rock, paper, scissors,
okay,
shoot.
ready? Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper
ties.
scissors shoot.
Ah!
I win. I saw it in his mind. I win.
He got nervous. And he
Oh my
got,
god, guys,
after the tie twice, he got nervous.
Guys, my heart is racing for real. My heart is racing for real.
Now I'm gonna take another shot of that.
Oh my
one.
God, it's
Oh
so
my
smoky
god,
shit.
Kevin. Woo!
There it
Kevin,
goes.
look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's gonna be the most awful
Chase it,
thing you're
Kevin.
gonna have all
Chase
week.
me. I
No,
guess-
no,
I
no,
guess-
no,
Canada
take the
Dry.
shot.
You
Got a
can't
little bit of
chase it. You're not gonna chase it. You're not gonna be able to chase it. It's gonna linger forever.
Dude, that's just
Yeah, no. It's,
Woo! That is disgusting.
Oh.
So if you had to take a pick,
Oh,
Reggie, now
God.
you drank it.
Chase-
Would you rather drink that or Ray and Nephew?
I'd rather have
Ray
Ray
Nephew.
Nephew any day.
absolutely.
Bro, it tastes like you chew a cigar.
Ew.
Like Ray
Like
Nephew has
elixir.
it has a taste, but not that taste. It's just like you drank jet fuel. That's what Ray Nephew tastes.
Take us
All
out,
right.
Kevin.
All right, guys.
Can't even think now.
Till next time.
Can't even think.
Take it easy, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. See you.
Yep.
Later, guys.
Later.